Brent Mendoza writes, "Hey movie talkers, love the show and keep up the great work. I've been watching for a few months now and got so addicted to the show that when I searched upper episodes on YouTube, I came across old ones that were a little over or close to an hour long, and another show similar called For Your Consideration. Whatever happened to that, and will AMC Movie Talk ever go back to being that long?"
Thank you for the question, man. We do get asked this a lot. Why don't you do the show an hour long? Number one, because I would die.
We would save you.
But okay, so what was For Your Consideration? Like For Your Consideration, really, before AMC, before I ever came aboard with AMC, Dennis and I actually used to do a weekly show on our own for fun that we called For Your Consideration. It was just talking. It was a weekly show that we just did about movie news and blah blah blah. When we decided to start a show on AMC, and Dennis was working with me again, we decided, well, why don't we go with a name that's we're already familiar with and a lot of people already know from watching us in our past. Let's just call it For Your Consideration. And For Your Consideration was different than AMC Movie Talk. It wasn't a daily movie news show. It was a once-a-week wrap-up of the biggest stories of the week. And therefore, since it was only once a week and we had like a week's worth of stories to do, we were more conversational and we could go an hour long, right? Well, now fast forward to now. Now this is a daily show. So we don't have a week's worth of stuff to talk about in one show. We have 24 hours worth of stuff. We have 1 day's worth of stuff. So there's not that much stuff to cover. Plus, the other thing to keep in mind is that for every minute that this show is in length equals about 15 to 20 minutes or more of actual work that has to go into it. So if this movie's a half hour long, maybe it takes us 3.5 hours to edit, post-production it, and get it uploaded. If we're an hour long, we're probably looking 6 or 7 hours to do all that. It just takes too long, so we can't do stuff like that. However, I will let you know this. We have been planning, and we are in talks and the planning stages right now. We have 2 shows on AMC Movie News right now. We got AMC Movie Talk and AMC Mailbag. We are in the planning stage right now of launching 5 new shows. And at least 1 or 2 of them will be hour-long weekly shows. Some of them will be shorter, like more information type shows, like 10 to 15 minutes long, but some of them are going to be much, much, much larger as well. So we are in the planning stages of doing that right now. But will AMC Movie Talk, the daily movie news show, ever be an hour long? Hell no. No. And this will never be an hour long, ever, 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 ever.
Some days we'd just be talking to ourselves because some days there's not enough news for an hour.
Sometimes not enough, and even if there was, Dennis would kill me.
Yeah.
Dennis would kill me because of how much post-production has to be done on these afterwards. Anyway, Dennis, your thoughts?
Yeah,
I would kill you.
Did you want to sleep ever, Dennis?
I like sleeping. I like sleeping and like having some free time. I mean, I also need time to watch the movies we talk about.
Yeah.
You know? So, if we did all the things that people want us to do, I wouldn't have time to actually watch anything.
Yeah, no, agreed. Hope that answers your question.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.